Captain Bob Smith here with BoatTest.com. Now, one of the things I'm always trying to do is look for things that's going to make my life and your life as a boater better. Now, we're always dealing with saltwater environment when we're working around the coastline. I lived in Tampa for 14 years, and it was a constant issue that I had to deal with. And we go out boating, we come back, and the boat sets for a couple hours, and you can just break the crust off your boat. Now, that's getting into all the mechanicals as well. Now, what I've got here is an example of a head gasket from an engine. Now, this gentleman was a marine mechanic, so he knew how to take care of his engine. He was doing meticulous care every time he went out. He rinsed the engine with fresh water so it didn't have salt water setting in there. And we always talk about, yeah, I'll rinse my engine all the time. Well, you can see there's still damage there because you can't rinse all the salt off of it. What does that salt do when it gets in there? Well, it begins to adhere to the surfaces. As you can see here, it actually eroded away the gasket, and you can also see rust in here. Take the same engine, go 1 year later, using a product that will break down that and make it hard for the salt to adhere to the metals. And you can see here, it looks like a brand new gasket, as a matter of fact. I would think it was a brand new gasket if it was handed to me. What we're working with today is salt away. What we have in this bottle here is a nail, a ferrous piece of metal, like all engines are, that has been put in a 10% salt solution, very much like what salt water is that we run our boats in. This was done on July 9th, and today is July 18th. So 9 days later, got a very rusty water. This one was put in salt away, which is one of these products that I've been talking about, same day, and has been for as long as the other one. No rust at all. Looks like a brand new nail in there. It's just wet. This is a heat riser. Now, this was used in a boat for who knows how many years, and what we can see is it's almost occluded in here. Now, I had a sailboat that I ran, and I had a problem with the engine overheating. When I pulled the heat risers out to see what was going on, mine was almost occluded, just like this one. Now, if we use a product, something like Salt Away, we can prevent a lot of this from happening. It doesn't have a chance to adhere and start to bind with the metals and continue to rust. In fact, this one sat in an office for a while. It wasn't cracked when he picked it up, but you can see what happened. It continued to invade the metals and expand the metal until it actually broke open. So just because you rinsed it off doesn't mean you're getting rid of the salt. You don't see it, but it's still there unless you do something like a Salt Away product that will prevent the binding of the metals to the salt. Salt Away is a non-toxic, biodegradable product. It's very easy for us to use in our marine environment. We're going to tie it in line, put the product in the cup, and when we rinse the system, it's going to protect it. You're going to stop having the buildup of salt and corrosion in your system. So now your marine engines are going to last much longer with the protection of Salt Away.